Okay, in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about graphing perpendicular and parallel lines. So I think the first question to ask is, what is a perpendicular line and what is a parallel line? Let me just write these in here real quickly. What is perpendicular line and what is a parallel line? Okay, now I'm going to first talk about the symbols for perpendicular, and that might give a clue about what is a perpendicular line. The symbol for a perpendicular line, you don't want to write that out each time, is this. And the symbol for a parallel line is this. So you can probably guess what they are. Perpendicular lines intersect each other at a 90-degree angle. Okay? So perpendicular, you'll see something like this. They intersect at a 90-degree angle. At a 90-degree angle. And remember, a 90-degree angle is basically something that you would see that looks like that. But that's the symbol for 90 degrees, okay? Parallel lines don't intersect at all. And you can see them, basically sometimes they look like this, sometimes they're slightly more. But parallel lines do not intersect at all. Okay. So those are both valuable pieces of information because what can you do with them? So let's compare two equations. And I'm going to use the slope-intercept form, okay, which is a popular form. So we'll call this example number 1. Let's say y is equal to 3x plus 2. Now, if we were to graph that, and you remember from previous videos how you would graph that, you know that the 2 represents the y-intercept. So here's my x and my y-axis. Let's do that. The 2, again, is the y-intercept, so we go up the y-axis 1, 2. And then the 3 represents the slope. Remember, it's rise over run, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 in the positive, and then 1 in the positive because it's a positive number. So there's another point, and then here is my line. Okay? So this is a line of y is equal to 3x plus 2. Now, a perpendicular line basically works off the slope. Perpendicular to y is equal to 3x plus 2 would be where the slope is the negative reciprocal. Okay? So the negative reciprocal of 3 would be negative 1 over 3. Okay, so the negative and then the reciprocal of 3, which is 1 over 3. So if I were to put in an equation, let's just leave it exactly the same, and let's just change the slope to y is equal to a negative 1/3 plus 2. Let's see if we get a perpendicular line. Okay, so again, we know that our intercept is at 2, 1, 2. Now this time we're going to go down 1 over 3, because down makes it negative, over 3 makes it positive. So down 1 over 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now let's draw. Actually, I didn't do that very well. So there's 1, 1, 2, 3. Let's draw that line. Not very well done, but you can see basically that I formed a 90-degree angle there, right? So the clue here, again, is the slope. Slopes of perpendicular lines are basically negative reciprocals of one another. Okay? And I could have drawn it here. I could have drawn it here. I could have drawn it here. You'll notice that it's still the same slope going down each time as compared to the 3. Okay? So again, just think of this as the clue to perpendicular lines. Now, what about parallel lines? We'll call this example 2. So, let's go back to our equation. Y is equal to 3x plus 2. Y is equal to 3x plus 2. And I go up to here, 1, 2, then up 1, 2, 3 over 1. Again, here's my line. Roughly about the same, right? Now remember we said parallel lines do not intersect. And again, the clue has to do with the slope. If another equation has the exact same slope as another line, let's say a different intersection. Let's say I have the equation y is equal to 3x minus 4, okay? I'll go down 1, 2, 3, 4, because that's my y-intercept, right? But I still have the same slope. So 1, 2, 3 over 1. Those are my 2 points. And look at that. The lines stay parallel and they will never intersect. So the clue here is that parallel lines have the same slope. All right, that's parallel. Perpendicular lines have slopes that are negative reciprocals of one another. Okay, I hope that was helpful.